Hey guys, I wanted to show you a way to make quick, beautiful animated presentations. So I'm here on Canva, and the first step is to get like a good template, or if you've got one designed by yourself, you can do that too. But if you just scroll in here, they've got some great free presentations. So this one looks good right here, this new hire resources one. And I've got it open over here, and I'm going to download it. And what you want is the PDF standard, and I'll tell you why in a second. So we're just going to download that. Okay, so I've downloaded it and I've got it here, and what I need to do is I need to open it up in PowerPoint first. All right, great. So here is my presentation, and what I need to do is just save it out as a PowerPoint because we're going to bring this into Keynote. All right, so there it is, and now what we're going to do is we're going to open this up in Keynote. Okay, so great. So we're here and we're in Keynote and we've got it in here. And the reason we needed to do it that way is one, because you can't import PDFs into Keynote. But the other thing is we needed these parts to become native shapes. And we didn't want to just dump this presentation as you know, not readable text and not having these native features. So here's the great trick. The great trick is using Keynote's magic move tool. So you need to be selected on the slide, not on an element here, but on the actual slide, and just select a couple of these ones right here. I'm just going to shift click through these so I can do it to a bunch of them. And I'm going to add magic move in and of itself without any modifications. This is a great tool, and it just tries to see your different elements in there and smoothly transition. If there's similar ones, it can morph between them. If it's not, it'll just fade unmatched objects. And so out of the box, we can see what this looks like. So already you've got some really interesting things going on, and that's fine as it is. But here's the really cool part. If you want to have cool animated presentations, you need to bring it into After Effects, do keyframing and the stuff that takes a long time. But what you can do here is you can just do it through Keynote without any keyframes. So let's say I wanted these to animate out, because most of them just faded out as we did before. What I can do, if I want to animate it in a certain way, I'm going to grab it, and then I'm just going to move them how I want animated out. So maybe I just kind of want it to sprawl out, kind of animate out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of bring these out. The ones on the edges are going to go here. These ones are going to go down. These ones are going to go out here, 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 and I know there's one here, and we'll just bring it out. And then all of a sudden, I have this beautiful animation between these two slides, and you can mess with it. It gets even better, because what I can do is if I see things on here, I say, okay, so the background is this orange thing and this yellow thing, and maybe I want to have those actually in the scene. So instead I can, I've got this yellow triangle from over here, and maybe I want that to morph into this thing. That would be pretty cool. So let's just delete that. And the key to this technique is that you have to have that object on the previous slide. So now I'm just going to shoot this to the back. And now I've got this one right here, and maybe I want to say, you know what, I like this color palette here, but let's just change it. So I'm going to grab this color, and you know what, let's just grab this color value. Where is it? Style. Let's go into here, and let's add it to our palette. So now we have that. And so we're going to take this guy. Actually, let's do it like this. Let's grab this. I'm copying that. I'm pasting it in here. And then I'm just going to size it to this guy right there. Just going to nudge it over for now. If you would want to do it in an intelligible way, like change the actual shape, but there we go. And then what I can do is I can just, not that, grab and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and delete that, and then just bring this up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now sometimes You gotta fiddle with it, and sometimes the magic move tool can get a little bit confused, but it's pretty easy to fix. There we go. This beautiful animation. And you can do, we want to animate these in from the bottom. So I take that and I paste them in here, but I want them off screen, and we're going to animate them in. So right now they're animating all at once, and one of the key principles of animation is much more elegant, and that's because what happens is when you do everything at once, your brain can't process everything, and you're trying to like look at things, and it's hard to see. So what you want to be doing is staggering animation. But the nice thing that you can do everything on the canvas here is that you don't have to do anything, and you can just slowly bring them in. And if you want to mess with how much you want those lags to be, it's just whatever the height of them is, so you can make it lower. So that's to very quickly make these stunning presentations that are animated. And what it does is that it ends up feeling like the presentation is one thing, one unified whole, and not just a bunch of different slides. All right, let me know if you guys have any questions or tips with this technique or how you make presentations. Love to hear about it, and I'll see you later.